He was a kid with a handicap. Wally George had a stutter from the time he was born and was teased continually by everyone, from the kids at school to his own mother. But in spite of this stuttering problem, Wally had a dream. Wally wanted to be a star. At the age of just 14 years old, a high school freshman, Wally got an idea. He wanted to host his own radio show, and despite discouragement from friends and family, Wally pulled it off. He was given a green light to produce and sell his own commercials for the Wally George Teen Time Show. At the age of just 14 years old, Wally became a star. Wally continued climbing the show business ladder and landed a role as a grocery store bag boy on the Ozzie and Harriet Show. Wally continued working in every aspect of radio and television for many years. He produced political talk shows and hosted political discussions on television and radio around the world. But after more than 30 years in the industry, Wally came up with another original idea. Wally wanted debates. Not simple, polite discussions about important political issues. Wally wanted fierce, emotional fights involving everything from a woman's place in society to the immorality of a stripper.
Wally George, and from this particular confrontation is where combat TV, and he became the father of combat TV, from inviting the Ku Klux Klan and the JDL, the Jewish Defense League, and the KKK was headed by Metzger, and the Jewish Defense League was headed by Irv Rubin. The confrontation was violent. They started fights throughout the whole station, and it was necessary for me to call the police, come down there and intercede, search all the guests and all the people that were on the air, and they proceeded down in the parking lot where they found a lot of automatic weapons. Wally became a national success over a pacifist priest whose name was Blaise Pompane, and Blaise Pompane did not want us to invade Grenada.
Is that your real name, Blaise?
And so he got Blaise Pompane, on the platform, and Blaise Pompane would not talk to Wally. He was only interested in talking to the young people in the audience. And this irritated Wally immensely. And so he went down and had a talk with Blaise Pompane. Wally George supposedly tapped Blaise Pompane on the shoulder. Blaise Pompane said that he hit him on the shoulder. And Wally George did that and telling him, talk to me, don't talk to the audience, answer my questions. And this infuriated Blaise Pompane, and he gets up and proceeds to wreck the studio. And the next day, we had all the networks from Los Angeles down here filming the studio and the damage that Blaise Pompane did. And this really made him a national success from that.
Hey, listen to me.
I don't listen to you. I've heard enough of you already. I'm telling you, I'm telling these young people.
Show, yeah. And if you don't knock it off, I'm throwing you off personally.
Is that
now,
so?
do you hear that, Marine buddy?
Yeah. All right.
Listen. Wally's personal life was always filled with problems. Wally's father left when he was still young, and his mother, Eugenia Clinchard, was a child star in early motion pictures, but never made it past her teens. The relationship with Wally's daughter, Rebecca De Mornay, amounted to an ongoing feud, and up until his death, that feud was still unresolved. Wally's only son grew up in Kansas and could only visit his father. He was amazed with what Wally was creating. But Wally's life revolved around one thing: his career. He starred in several movies, did time on the short-lived series Alan Thicke Show, but it all came back to politics, with heated battles and conservative editorials.
Just hold on a minute. I'm warning you. The next time you...
Don't warn me, punk! Stay in your seat. Stay in your seat. Stay in your seat. Stay in your seat.
Truth. You have spoken more than I have.
You have no regard for...
You have no regard for the truth.
You have no regard for the life...
for your guests.
For the life of a child.
You have no regard...
Get out of here. I'll be back in a minute. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. You're against the death penalty. You're against the loyalty oath. You're against the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States of America. You're against prayer in school, and you are against the Victims' Bill of Rights. Isn't that correct?
Well, I understand that your guest next week is going to be the Associate Director of the ACLU.
That's right.
Why don't you raise those issues with her, because she certainly will answer you point by point. I thought we were going to discuss police spying.
We are discussing police spying.
Let's keep discussing it, because I don't really think that you've made a good point yet, and I'm waiting for you to begin.
What I asked Jeff Cohen is a list of questions. Now, he told me, as you saw on the tape, that he would not answer those, but you would answer them point by point. Will you?
Of course I will. Those aren't hard questions.
Here come the questions. Here come the questions. Why are you against the loyalty oath?
We're against loyalty oaths because we feel that they are a violation of the First Amendment. That you don't have to...
Here we go.
Well, you know, Wally...
Go ahead. Is that all you're going to say?
I don't know that I'll get a chance to say anything else.
No, I mean, what in the world is wrong with a person who is going to be employed for a very important job, perhaps with the government of the United States of America, pledging his allegiance to this country and taking a loyalty oath? What is wrong with that, unless the person is not loyal to this country?
Well, I don't think that pledging allegiance to this country or taking a loyalty oath, signing a piece of paper, proves loyalty.
Do you, right now, pledge your allegiance to this country, the United States of America? Do you?
Well, that's not relevant to the work of the ACLU.
You are probably one of the phoniest creeps I've ever had on my program.
Get in the ring with me. You get your little tail in the ring. That's what you do. Get in the ring. Get in the ring with me. That's what you do.
I have accused you of having a very dirty, filthy act. You use four-letter words. You say...
Hey, Wally is a four-letter word, ain't it?
Wait. I say...
Hey, I'm illiterate, okay?
Hey, shoe fly.
Hey, that was supposed to be funny, okay?
I say
I mean,
this...
can you imagine if you had four letters? Kiss my Wally.
gentleman was asked to go and put his life on the line while our government was still trading with the Russians during the Vietnam War. The North Vietnamese were getting supplies that we were sending to Russia. We weren't serious about fighting this war.
This gentleman was, as you say, this gentleman was answering his country's call to fight, to stave off.
Betrayed you.
Oh!
Hey! Mister, do you know what I do for a living now? Right now.
Hang on a second.
Right now, sir.
Yes.
I earn my living as a professional bodyguard. I earn my living beating jerks up like you. Yeah. And you're getting me to that point right now. Don't say, mister. I'm proud of that flag, and I'm proud of the men I served with under it. So don't tell me veterans are stupid. You're the stupid one.
Murder does not make murder right. They're no better. The person that pushes the button is no better than the person they're killing. They're not punishing them. They're punishing themselves.
Hold on.
I find it very hard to believe that as far and as advanced as our country has come, that our only alternative to justice is death. I find it very hard to believe. And
I find it very hard.
If it has to be done, let them do it. But don't tell me it's right. Okay?
I find it very hard to believe that anyone like you could sit there and try to defend animals.
I'm not defending animals. I'm defending people. I want to see criminals punished, but I'm saying punish them. You have the power to do whatever you want to do to them. Hang them from the ceiling if you want to, but the human being does not have the right to take the life of another. That's Pope, preacher, politician, or judge. Whoever it is that makes it.
Hold on, Teresa. The only punishment for a cold-blooded murderer is the death penalty. Right off the bat, can I tell you, I am sick and tired of you pukey little peace activists. What about you? You have always been a pain in my neck. You really have. Why are you still hanging around, you radical peace advocate? What are you trying to do?
I'm here to tell people that a nuclear war is not survivable. A nuclear war is not winnable. I disagree with President Reagan. I disagree with you. And we need peace on Earth now, or we're going to blow ourselves to smithereens.
And I'm here to tell you, punk, that the only way we're going to have peace is with Ronald Reagan and peace through strength. Nobody says you have to raise that child. There are plenty of people who would adopt that child and give it a good home.
That's true, and that may be, Wally, but are you a woman? Have you ever laid there for 8.5 hours of hard labor and given birth to a child and then not be human to give it away?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Have you ever had an abortion?
Yes, I have.
How many have you had?
I've had 4.
4! I understand that you have been contemplating and thinking this over for quite a long time about whether or not you're going to run for president in 1988. Have you decided to run?
And most positively, President of the United States in 1988 with my running mate, Mr. Pinto. Yeah! That's right. That's right. I'm the only one who has the integrity to run this country and to make the decisions to put the United States back on a positive course. Away. That's right.
Wait a minute.
The nation is suffering from Reagan retardation. R square. That's right. That's right.
Wait a minute.
That's right. Reagan retardation. R square. R.
I understand that for the audience here, you're going to give us a demonstration of your muscle.
chief of the Laugh Factory
Well, I
magazine.
wouldn't brag about it if I were you.
Hey, I'm bragging about it, pal. I am bragging about it. They
Hold on
pay
a
me
minute.
to brag.
We only have a half a minute. Here's what I
Only
mean.
have half a minute. Okay, I'll talk real quick.
May I say that you are indeed the first transsexual to be on the hot seat. Are you thrilled? No! Tell me exactly, because I know people are watching you in amazement, as I am. Now, what exactly is a transsexual? Can you tell us? And why are you looking so strangely at David? What is a transsexual?
Why don't you read the dictionary?
I didn't come here to... Can you tell me?
I can tell you on my own view, yeah.
Tell me briefly what a transsexual is.
Somebody that's not happy with their own sexuality by birth.
I see. And what is the difference between being a transsexual and a transvestite?
Transvestite is usually a heterosexual that gets off wearing feminine clothing.
All right.
A transsexual is somebody that wants to go through a whole surgical process.
Okay. Now, you are still a man, I take it, right?
Yes, I'm under hormone therapy.
You are a man and a woman.
Yes.
Now, would I call you male or female?
Pre-op, post-op, post-op, transsexual.
So I would say, if I were to be somewhere and I were to introduce you, I would say, this is my friend, the post-op, pre-op, hands-off transsexual. You are the kind of crumb who likes to live off of women, and he makes me sick to look at him. How about you? Let me tell you.
If you call making a woman feel good about herself and feel pretty and feel wanted, if you call that sick, then
yes, because
then I'm sick.
When you make them pay for it, yes,
I don't make them pay for it. I give them what they want, and they give me gifts.
Oh, would you do it if they didn't give you anything? Yeah, that's what I thought. Listen, are you saying to me that the Soviet Union wants peace?
Absolutely.
Oh. We want the flower, Oscar.
Nice flower.
Okay, we have to get rid of the flower. It's getting into my... So can you hold the flower down, please? Can I see your flower? I suppose all three of you are also working with her as mud wrestlers and all that?
Yes, well. Do you think that the ladies look sleazy looking at them? Do you want to know? Do you want to know what we wear when we wrestle? You want to, ladies?
Hold it.
Yeah. He wants to know what we wear when we wrestle.
What do you wear when you wrestle?
On Valentine's Day of 1988, Wally was married to a fan of the show, all the way from England. Wally and Janice married on February 14th, and that wedding was a special broadcast on KDOC. From Wally's marriage to Janice came something special that would change Wally's life forever. Holly George made Wally feel like a young father, and she became a producer of Wally's show before she was 10 years old.
It's people like you. Yes. You really don't want to just legalize marijuana. You want to legalize all drugs in America. Because, wait a minute, let me finish. If you succeed in the legalization of marijuana in the state of California, then the next thing you're going to be doing is saying, now we got marijuana, now we're going to want to legalize cocaine, now we're going to want to legalize heroin. I cannot believe you. You and your organization ardently say that the only way that you can get close to God is to get on a psychedelic trip with LSD, peyote, marijuana, or magic mushrooms. Do you really believe that?
Exactly. I wouldn't say it.
Yeah, well, you say you've got the knowledge, but have you gone to the straight source, the Bible? Have you ever looked at it?
The Bible is the work of the devil.
Manson, am I getting through to you? What do you think of him?
Yeah, give me some space, Ace, and I'll answer you.
He calls me Ace. I could call him something else, but I don't want to go off the air. Go ahead.
And I was listening to your followers over here, and they're proclaiming that they think Ronald Reagan is the Antichrist, 666.
Oh, come on.
I'd like to know...
Did they really say that?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. This may be the end of the interview. Let me ask, hey, Lightning, over here.
Yeah.
Do you believe Ronald Reagan is the Antichrist?
Oh, I believe anybody who doesn't live...
Answer about Ronald Reagan. Do you, yes or no?
Well, I'm trying to explain...
No, I want a yes or no. Do you believe Ronald Reagan is the Antichrist?
Yeah, I think he's anti.
Oh, get out! Can you really look at yourself in the mirror in the morning when from the 60s you've advocated the use of drugs to young people all over this country? How can you laugh? Don't laugh, Tim. It's sickening. How many...
Now you're going to tell me what to do, Wally?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Tell me how many... Does it bother you how many young people went out of their heads, maybe committed suicide, maybe OD'd, overdosed because of your advocation?
Come on, Wally, more. Louder, Wally, come on.
Are you going to answer my question?
Come on, Wally, come on.
I'm asking
Tell it
you
like
a
it is,
question.
Wally, come on.
I'm asking you, do you want to answer my question or not? I'm asking you a civil question.
Yes.
Can you live... Wait a minute.
Ah, you know what? Come on, Wally, come on, Wally. Come on, Wally. Come on.
I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to answer it. How does it make you feel that millions of young people have died and OD'd and gone bananas because you advocated the use of drugs?
Now, what you're putting out is a total 1,000% lie.
I have a friend, Art Linkletter.
Calm down. Calm down, Wally.
Do you actually get paid money to go out and do an impersonation of me?
Believe it or not, there's deranged people that want you at their party. And you can call Entertainment Unlimited 953-4433.
Wait.
953! 953! 4433! Thank you. You're great.
Quiet down. Let America watch this man bury himself. Go ahead with your stupid poem.
It is titled Ode to Pee-wee. Pee-wee, and I hope you're listening. Pee-wee, oh Pee-wee, don't you be sad. You're still a good boy. You have not been bad. I picture you there, a tear in your eye. Pee-wee, oh Pee-wee. You're a hell of a guy. And now I want to speak to you.
do. They have Pee-wee dolls. Look at this. These children, wait, hold it. Children hold it. Quiet down, the audience. Children across America.
Don't you harm that
who
dog.
have these Pee-wee dolls.
You take his hands out of his pants.
God forbid something should happen to anybody that we know and love, such as Elvis Presley.
Right, you answer me this, Larry.
I'm trying to make a point, Wally, and you're going to make me angry.
Oh! Okay, then let me make you angry. Hey, you really want to be angry, Larry?
I'm going to read the rest of my points. Wait a minute. The tape.
Knock it off, Larry! You stupid, knock it off, Larry. Hey!
Wally George will be missed by everyone at KDOC, the station that Wally put on the map.
And now, as we leave you, I want to leave you with my blessing. And now, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. You're rising up and you're lying down, in your labor and in your leisure, in your laughter and in your tears. Until that one day you come to stand before Jesus when there is no sunset and no dawning, just everlasting life. Amen. Good night, everybody.